How to start a jewelry business in Dubai. Starting a jewelry business in Dubai is a straightforward process on paper, but it runs on sequencing. In most cases, you'll choose your legal structure and jurisdiction first, lock in the exact business activities you intend to operate under, reserve a compliant trade name, and secure initial approval. After that, the practical build begins, setting up a shop or office, registering with Dubai Customs if you're importing or exporting, putting AML controls in place, and then completing the final licensing step that makes the business fully operational. Dubai didn't become the city of gold through branding alone. The title reflects decades of trade, policy, infrastructure investment, and buyer confidence, enough to position the emirate as one of the world's most important hubs for gold, diamonds, and luxury jewelry. That's why you'll find an ecosystem here that supports everyone from independent designers and boutique retailers to high-volume traders and established international names. What's especially notable is the market's breadth. Traditional gold souks sit right alongside wholesale districts, high-end mall brands, and private jewelers building pieces for ultra-high net worth clients. Residents buy gold for everyday wear and cultural milestones. Tourists buy for price, selection, and the experience. International buyers move product through Dubai because logistics and trade routes make sense. Put it all together, and the picture becomes clear. Jewelry doesn't just sell in Dubai, it circulates. If you're researching how to start a jewelry business in Dubai, the appeal goes beyond footfall. Dubai offers tax advantages, modern infrastructure, and commercial rules that are clear enough to plan around. In this video, we'll walk through regulations, setup steps, required documents, costs, and the benefits of launching here, plus how Trade License Zone supports the process end-to-end. Why start a jewelry business in Dubai? A jewelry business in Dubai works because demand is real, trade infrastructure is mature, and the operating environment is built for high-value commerce. It's one of the few global cities where retail, wholesale, manufacturing, and cross-border trading can sit under the same umbrella without feeling disconnected. Gold and jewelry are part of Dubai's economic DNA. The market is supported by specialist trading areas, refineries, testing and certification capabilities, secure logistics, and a commercial culture that understands precious goods. That matters because jewelry businesses don't just need customers. They need dependable supply chains, safe storage, verified quality, and smooth movement of goods. Tourism doesn't hurt either. Dubai attracts millions of visitors each year, and jewelry purchases remain a consistent part of the travel pattern, especially where buyers trust quality controls and appreciate the variety on offer. Meanwhile, residents and expatriates provide a steadier baseline. High-income consumers who buy premium pieces, customized designs, and diamond jewelry for celebrations, gifting, and lifestyle. Then there's the financial side. With no personal income tax and corporate structuring that can be highly efficient when done correctly, jewelry businesses often keep more working capital in the business. Capital that can go back into inventory, branding, security, and expansion. Add Dubai's pro-business licensing systems and its role as a global transit point between Asia, Europe, and Africa, and it becomes a serious platform for scale, not just a place to open a storefront. What are the regulations for jewelry businesses in Dubai? Jewelry businesses in Dubai must comply with licensing rules from the Department of Economy and Tourism, DET, practical standards tied to Dubai Municipality, Dubai Customs requirements where trade is involved, and AML controls for precious metals and stones. The key is that regulation isn't a single checkpoint. It's a framework that touches how you trade, how you document value, and how you protect the integrity of the market. At the licensing level, DET requires you to operate under specific activity classifications. Depending on what you're selling or trading, you may need a license activity such as jewelry trading, gold and precious metals trading, or diamond trading. This isn't a minor detail. Your activity selection sets your legal boundaries, including what you can import/export, what you can sell locally, and how your business is assessed during compliance reviews. If you're moving goods across borders, Dubai Customs becomes part of the picture. Customs registration supports lawful import, export activity, and ties into documentation requirements, especially around declared value, product descriptions, and transaction records. For jewelry businesses, clean paperwork isn't optional. It's part of operating credibly in a high-value category. AML requirements also apply in this sector because precious metals and stones can be used for illicit financial activity if controls are weak. Businesses are expected to maintain AML policies, conduct risk assessments, and implement internal processes that help identify and report suspicious transactions where required. Dubai municipality requirements tend to show up most clearly at the operational level, particularly for retail outlets and workshops. Expectations may relate to secure storage, handling practices, and the general readiness of premises, especially where high-value inventory is involved. For many businesses, the takeaway is simple. Regulators want traceability, security, and market confidence. Dubai's jewelry reputation depends on it. What are the steps to set up a jewelry business in Dubai? You can set up a jewelry business in Dubai by choosing the right legal structure and jurisdiction, registering a compliant trade name, selecting the correct license activities, securing approvals, arranging premises, completing customs and AML steps where applicable, and then finalizing your commercial license. Once those pieces are aligned, you can legally trade, sell, or manufacture jewelry in Dubai. Step 1. Choose your business structure and jurisdiction. Start by deciding where your company will sit, mainland or free zone. Mainland setups are often chosen when direct access to the UAE market is a priority. Free zones can make sense for international trading, certain manufacturing models, or businesses that don't need to sell directly into the local market without additional structuring. The right choice depends on customer location, sales channels, and how you plan to source and distribute inventory. Trade License Zone walks you through this decision with the end goal in mind. Not simply getting licensed, but setting up something that will still work when you're scaling. Step 2. Reserve your trade name and select activities. Your trade name must follow DET naming rules, and it should match the nature of your business. The activity selection is equally important because it governs what you can legally do: gold, diamonds, gemstones, finished jewelry, or a combination. This is where a lot of delays happen when businesses pick activities that don't match their real-world model. Step 3. Apply for initial approval. Initial approval is the government's way of saying your ownership structure and proposed activity are acceptable in principle. It's a necessary gate before you proceed to premises and final licensing. Step 4. Secure your shop, office, or trading address. Retail jewelers typically need a physical shop and an Ajari-registered tenancy contract. Traders and wholesalers may operate from offices or warehouses, but the premises must match the activity you're licensed for, especially where storage and security are involved. Step 5. Register with Dubai Customs, if applicable. If your business will import or export gold, diamonds, or precious stones, customs registration is usually required. This step supports lawful cross-border trade and helps keep shipping and clearance processes smooth. Step 6. Complete AML compliance requirements. Most jewelry businesses must prepare AML policies and supporting documentation, particularly where high-value items and transactions are involved. It also matters for banking. Banks will often expect to see that AML thinking is not an afterthought. Step 7. Receive your final trade license. Once approvals and documentation are complete, DET issues the final license. At that point, your business is formally authorized to operate. What documents are required to start a jewelry business in Dubai? To start a jewelry business in Dubai, you'll need documentation that proves identity, confirms your approved activity, ties the business to the registered premises, and supports compliance where required. Exact requirements vary by structure, but most businesses prepare passport copies of shareholders and directors, Emirates ID, if applicable, trade name reservation certificate, initial approval from DET, memorandum of association for LLCS, tenancy contract for shop, office, or warehouse, AML policies and a basic risk assessment, Dubai Customs registration for traders, passport size photographs, business activity description. If the documents are prepared correctly the first time, licensing and banking move faster. Trade License Zone manages this stage to reduce back and forth, missed items, and avoidable delays. What is the cost of a jewelry business license in Dubai? The cost of a jewelry business license in Dubai commonly ranges from 20,000 to 35,000 dirhams, plus adjust depending on the jurisdiction, the activities you choose, and the operating model. A small retail boutique does not carry the same cost profile as a wholesale trader or a business with manufacturing elements. You'll also want to budget beyond the license fee. Typical ongoing costs include rent for shop or warehouse space, visa expenses, insurance, inventory investment, security measures, and compliance upkeep. If you're importing and exporting, logistics and customs-related costs become part of the monthly reality as well. The smarter approach is to treat licensing as the entry fee, not the whole budget. Then build a cost plan that reflects how the business will actually run. What are the benefits of starting a jewelry business in Dubai? Starting a jewelry business in Dubai offers long-term upside driven by demand, trust in the market, tax efficiency, and the depth of the trade ecosystem. Strong global reputation for gold and jewelry. Dubai's City of Gold status draws buyers who associate the market with variety, credibility, and scale. High local and tourist demand. Jewelry purchases are sustained by residents and strengthened by constant tourism traffic across price points. Tax-efficient operating environment. With the right structure, businesses often retain more working capital for inventory, marketing, and growth. Established trade and logistics infrastructure. From secure logistics to specialist markets and support services, Dubai makes sourcing and movement of goods more straightforward. Flexible business models. Retail, wholesale, manufacturing, bespoke design, and cross-border trading can all be structured in Dubai with clear activity licensing. Why work with Trade License Zone? Working with Trade License Zone keeps your entry into Dubai's jewelry sector structured, compliant, and manageable. As a trusted specialist in business setup in Dubai, we simplify every stage of how to start a jewelry business in Dubai. From choosing the right license activity and jurisdiction to managing approvals, compliance steps, and bank account setup. Our team understands the specific expectations placed on jewelry businesses, including customs-linked requirements and AML obligations, and we make sure those requirements are addressed properly rather than patched in later. That approach reduces delays, avoids rework, and helps you launch with a setup that holds up under scrutiny. Whether you're opening a boutique jewelry store, scaling a trading operation, or entering the market for the first time, Trade License Zone provides the guidance and execution support to move forward with clarity. Ready to start a jewelry business in Dubai? Contact Trade License Zone today and take the first step with confidence and control.